All right, let's jump right into this really interesting text, the third letter of John.
Yeah, it's very short, almost like a postcard, really.
Exactly. Not some huge theological work. It's personal from someone called the elder to his friend Gaius.
And it gets straight into some very practical stuff, doesn't it? About how faith and truth actually, work out in community life.
Totally. It's all about who you support, who you listen to, what your actions say about what you really believe.
hmm And what's fascinating is how it immediately throws, like, three key characters into the mix. Each one kind of shows a different way of, well, being in that community.
Okay, yeah, let's break that down. So first up is Gaius, the guy the letter's actually written to. The elder says he loves him in truth.
And crucially, he's heard that Gaius himself is walking in the truth. That seems to be the core praise.
So what does that look like? This walking in the truth.
Well, the letter's specific. It points right to his actions. He's faithful, shows hospitality.
Hospitality, right. To who exactly?
To these traveling brothers, missionaries, essentially. People out for the sake of the name, as the text says. And importantly, people who weren't getting help from, well, non-believers.
Ah, okay. So this isn't just like being friendly. It's vital support, giving them a place to stay, food, maybe keeping them safe.
Precisely. That's essential stuff. And the elder frames it quite powerfully. He says, "We ought therefore to show hospitality to such men so that we may work together for the truth."
Work together for the truth. So hospitality is partnership. It's active participation.
That's the idea. Your actions, your support show you're invested. Gaius really embodies that positive, practical side of living the truth.
Makes sense. Actions speak louder, right? But, the letter takes a sharp turn almost immediately.
It really does. Total contrast. He brings up this other figure, Diotrephes.
And the description is, well, pretty blunt. Someone who loves to be first.
Yeah, that phrase jumps out. And linked to that will have nothing to do with us, meaning the elder and his group.
Loves to be first. Sounds like, ego and control issues. What does he actually do?
The elder says he's planning to call him out on it if he visits. He lists things like spreading malicious gossip.
Ouch. Not good.
And refusing to welcome those same traveling brothers that Gaius was helping.
Wow. So the opposite of Gaius?
Even worse, actually. He stops other people who want to help and apparently kicks them out of the community for it.
Whoa. Okay, so he's not just unsupportive, he's actively sabotaging the work, using his position to block it and punish those who disagree. That's quite a picture.
It's a very clear counterexample.
Yeah.
And the elder draws a stark line. Do not imitate what is evil, but what is good. He basically says Diotrephes' actions are evil, regardless of his standing.
All right, so Gaius. Good, supportive, walking in truth. Diotrephes, evil, controlling, opposing the truth.
Is there another person mentioned?
Yes, thankfully. There's a third figure brought in right at the end, Demetrius.
And how is he presented? As another positive example, someone to imitate. The text says, he is well spoken of by everyone. That's already quite something.
Okay, good reputation.
But then it adds this amazing phrase, and even by the truth itself.
Even by the truth itself. What do you think that means? That's quite poetic.
It's profound, isn't it? It suggests his life, his character, his actions, they align so perfectly with what is true and right that, well, truth itself confirms him. It's not just people saying he's good, reality affirms it.
So his integrity is self-evident, almost. His life is the proof.
Seems to be the idea. And the elder adds his own endorsement too, just to be clear. So Demetrius is the model of integrity.
Got it. Gaius the supporter, Diotrephes the controller, Demetrius the model of integrity.
Exactly. Three very distinct ways of operating within that community.
And after highlighting Demetrius, the letter kind of wraps up, right? The elder says he wants to talk face-to-face soon, sends some greetings.
Yeah, it reinforces that personal connection. It's like a snapshot of real life, real tensions, real examples in an early community.
It really is. And even though it's so brief, it feels incredibly relevant. You see these dynamics everywhere.
Absolutely. The tension between genuine service, like Gaius, and the desire for control, like Diotrephes. And then there's just the quiet power of a life lived well, like Demetrius.
It definitely leaves you thinking, looking around at communities, groups, even workplaces.
Yeah.
You can almost spot these types, can't you? The helpers, the obstructors, the ones whose character just shines through.
Mm-hmm. Which really brings us to the final thought, the question this short letter leaves hanging in the air for all of us, for you listening. How do these characteristics, these ways of being like Gaius or Diotrephes or Demetrius show up today?
And maybe more importantly, how do we actually discern who is genuinely walking in the truth in our own context? Something to really chew on.